different and only in my room.
Well, I ran out. I needed something.
Damn it. He was like, cowabunga. That was actually really cool. Like, it had so many like weird
We played
characters.
the fuck out of that.
Like you'd be a cow shooting out of your udders.
Why, man? You haven't watched The Human Centipede with your children yet, dude? What is going on?
Yeah, I know. It's such a bad parent.
Oh,
Natural
yeah.
selection.
Natural selection.
I mean,
We
that's
won.
the thing. Not everyone can make it. You know what I mean?
Yay.
Welcome to Universal Confusion Podcast, episode 23. Here with Drew again. Dale's not back yet, so we kept Drew.
23.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Best number in sports. Debate me on that shit, right?
I agree with you.
Yeah. So, Aaron, what should all of our viewers and listeners be doing right now?
Following us, man. They need to get notified. So, click the bell notifications, subscribe. For what, Justin?
Well, if you go to YouTube, you can check out all of our content, including new shorts every Tuesday and Thursday, full-length podcasts on Friday. And then where else can these lovely people find our stuff, Drew?
They can listen on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Samsung.
It's a tough one.
And
Konnichiwa.
so many more. Yeah. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, X, which I guess was Twitter, and for you communists out there, we're also on TikTok.
That's right. We are. Yep. There we go. There it is.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Into it.
So this was going to be a little more of a fun podcast, I think. A little more
Just because
lighthearted.
Dale's not here?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Dropping bombs.
That's not what I said. Do. So we're going to talk about things from our childhood. Toys, experiences, well, you know, like the common experiences during the time and things of that nature.
Toys.
So who
Entertainment
wants
value.
to kick this off?
Boy. Toys. Let's go into toys, man. What we got in toys?
I'm not confident in how you said boys first.
Yeah.
I said
Boys.
toys.
You guys said boys.
Toys. Flashlights.
If I could just check my cue cards here for a minute.
Oh, man.
Get into this.
Prepared, man.
Look at this guy.
Hey, Brad, this is
over
a
here.
letter.
Yeah.
We use it to spell words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And A always comes after it, right?
Don't try to pronounce it or
So
make
are
the
you
sound it
are you
makes.
trying to tell us something? Is that why you made it a Q?
cue card.
LGBT Drew? Is that what we're getting here?
Ooh. Let me look at my other notes here.
Making its nipples hard.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So I don't want to get your guys' names wrong or anything, you
Perfect.
Yeah.
know. So
You were prepared.
So yeah, Brad, Mexican.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. Justin, California aesthetic, Florida mindset,
Correct.
and Aaron, not Dale.
Oh, thank God.
That's a huge compliment, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
So this isn't about like psychology here. Like I didn't know we brought a psychologist onto the podcast.
But let me discuss.
And we're gonna talk about toys.
No, that's not what psychologists do. That's
I don't know, guys. I kind of want to discuss toys now. Like I don't know what just happened.
Something came over me.
Just
Yeah.
Or
Someone
someone.
came over Justin too.
A lot.
a few of. Hey, we don't talk.
we are getting rowdy right off the top, and I like it. All right, so toys from our childhood. Anybody want to take the floor? If not, I mean, I was always
Start it off, man.
dude. Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes.
Remember when they released the Ninja Turtle shit with like the fucking goo that would come with it?
Yep.
Like my mom hated that shit. It was in every fucking carpet in the fucking house, wherever I was playing. You can't keep the goo, right?
I couldn't
Secret
keep
of
the
the
goo either.
ooze.
Once
The
I
secret
found
of
out,
the
the,
ooze.
Yeah,
you
dude.
find out the goo's everywhere, man.
Oh,
Ninja
yeah.
Turtles, man. The old
I remember
school
that.
3.5-inch GI Joes, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Micro
Oh, yeah.
machines.
Micro machines were big.
Yeah.
I gotta say, with turtles though, I had a shit.
Yeah, turtles
Dude,
were a big.
there were
big
so
My
many
deal.
brother
turtle
worked at
products.
Kmart,
Yeah.
dude, and they were doing like a clearing, and he was working at Kmart at the time. And then for like Christmas, dude, I had like huge box, and it was like all a bunch of different Ninja Turtle toys and shit. It was
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
So famous story in my family is I really wanted the new Ninja Turtle van
Oh yeah.
that just came out. Of course, it dropped right before Christmas. You couldn't find it anywhere. My mom looked all over the place. My uncle who lived, well, I think he was in Ohio at the time, but he traveled for business. And she put the memo out to the family, like, looking for this for Christmas. And he ended up finding it, like, and I'm probably getting the city wrong, but like Kansas City or something, like on a business trip. And had to buy this thing, figured out how to fly back with it and all this stuff. And like, she ran up to Midway on a connecting flight to meet with him to get the
Damn, dude.
fucking thing so that I could have the Ninja Turtle bus for Christmas.
Which they
Dedication.
are throwing out
She's a
next
fucking
summer.
legend,
Go
dude.
Mom.
She's a fucking
That's
legend.
that's epic, man.
So
Yeah, dude, that thing was awesome. Was that the one that shot the pizzas and stuff?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had the pizza launch and then it like opened like punching mics again. It opened like in half and there was
Yeah,
the
I
shit
remember
inside
that.
and all that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That thing was
sick.
awesome.
Thick.
Yeah, speaking of like the ooze affiliated with that,
Sure.
do you guys remember Nickelodeon
Yes.
sold GAC,
Yes.
Yeah.
which was like this green like slime kind of thing? I don't know if it was because of like the studio thing where you get slime.
What was that called? Double Dare?
Double Dare, yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
Double
Like I don't know
Dare.
if that's
forgot
where it
about
really
Double Dare.
originated, but like
Yeah, where they would slime you.
yeah, it was like just a weirder silly putty.
I
Kinda
remember
thing.
that.
But it's like
Definitely.
where I don't know. They called it GAC. Like,
Yeah, but
that's just such a
then
weird
that was a
name.
different meaning when you got older.
Yeah,
right?
things
Dude,
got weird.
Jack, dude.
Also, it was like, you know, Ninja Turtle goo in every carpet in the house. Also, different meaning when you're older. So, I mean, you know,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
relative to the age and the time.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle goo was replaced by Brad Goo when he hit puberty.
It's totally different and only in my room.
Well, I ran out. I needed something.
Damn it.
He was like cowabunga.
All right, so we've covered Ninja Turtles. We've
Ninja
covered
Turtles.
GAC. What else? So we were just
Man.
talking about this on the
Well,
break.
I mean, shit, even just talking Nickelodeon. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
It's like just all the game shows and shit that used
Hey,
to be on
dude.
there. Yeah.
Are
What
you
was the
afraid
one
of the
that was
dark?
like an obstacle course and had the Aztec head or whatever.
Oh, yeah, they had like the different, like
shit. What
the,
was that called?
Yeah, it'd
The
be like the
Barracudas
Barracudas versus someone else.
and then that's the only one I remember. Also,
I remember.
What the
I don't
fuck was
remember
that?
the name of
it
that.
was some kind of Aztec thing though. I don't
Shit.
know.
Gus.
Yeah, get up there and look that
Fire
shit.
up the Google machine. Get them
What
little
is it
stubby
called?
fingers.
We don't know
firing
what it's
off.
called.
don't know what
That's
it's
why
called.
we're
Be like,
asking
yeah.
you.
Be like
Aztec
Nick,
game show on
Barracudas.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon
game show,
with,
Barracudas
like,
or something.
Aztec statue or something.
Yeah, these are all
Was
very.
it something
helpful
called
searches.
something mine or something like that?
I don't know what it was called, man.
Legends of the Hidden
Legends
Temple.
of the Hidden Temple. That
Damn,
is what it
way
was.
off, man. Yeah, that was it.
the
93 to
Hidden
95.
Give us some images. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
That was
yeah.
it.
Yep. That'll bring you back.
Shit, dude.
That ran for a while, I think, right?
Yeah.
Remember Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Mhm.
I was on WTTW, but
Where in the world?
Oh,
is-
dude.
Carmen
Used to watch
Sandiego.
Thank you.
All those like Saturday night or Saturday morning cartoons.
How about
and
Ghost
stuff.
Rider? Anyone ever see Ghost
oh
Rider?
yeah,
Remember
Ghost
that?
Writer.
Writer.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. What did I say? Rider.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to, some of the
Clarify.
people. Yeah, the thing is,
Writer.
the comic book.
A Ghost Rider.
Damn
That-
Nicolas Cage.
The like Nicolas Cage
Writer.
movie.
Writer.
Other thing I'm
How
talking
young
about, the
are you?
Ewan McGregor movie.
So no, that was a good one. I do remember that. Watched a lot of that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
What else? What else?
They had Hey
I
Dude
remember
on there.
making the slime like by hand with like the cornstarch and stuff like that.
Really?
Mm.
Was your mom crafty?
No, it was we were being when I was real young, babysat Henry and Paul's ma would
Okay.
she was like she babysat for a living, so she constantly had like young kids, so she'd like try to find things for kids to
Projects
do.
and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So she showed us how to make slime, and it was kind of weird because it was like that cornstarch fluid, so
I
it was
got
like
you. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
non-Newtonian fluid or whatever they call it.
That reminds me of
So
those.
weird.
Those remember that? What was it? That bugs set where you like made your own bugs out of that.
Oh, dude.
Oh
that shit
yeah,
out of
creepy
those mold.
crawlers, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Creepy
creepy crawlers. It was the
crawlers.
easy bake oven for dudes.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And
You
have
want to make shit to scare the shit out of other people? Yeah.
out of your little sister.
Oh.
Literally.
Yeah, I remember my sister had an easy bake oven, man. I use that a lot. I'm gonna use all her shit. I was
Dude,
like,
I was
cooking
not
up all her
opposed to
cakes
easy
and
bake
stuff.
ovening. My sister had an easy bake oven too,
Yeah,
and I was like,
dude.
let's make some fucking brownies.
I'm saying, man, and I would do it. And eat
Now
them
that
brownies.
it's legal, I've got a Justin bake oven.
Yeah, that's different. That's not what we're talking about.
Oh,
That's morning dookie.
Morning doogie, creepy crawlers.
Creepy
and then they had all like
crawlers.
the different sets. Like
Yeah.
you had to go buy the molds and shit.
Right.
It was like the world's first like 3D printer without the whole 3D printing.
Mhm.
And there's all
Yeah, it was-
weird bugs and shit.
Yeah, you put the goo in, and then you turn the light bulb on. Pray the house didn't burn down, and if
Dude.
it didn't, you had some shit to play with
Yeah.
later. Like,
For like 2
If not, you
hours.
had nothing
so
to
they broke
play
apart. Yeah, dude, that was some good stuff too.
Yeah.
What? There's some other stuff. Is that what was that one game though? Mousetrap. Remember that?
Mousetrap was a good one. What was the one? Who was thinking of the thing?
There's it was kind of a dice
Crossfire.
game,
Okay.
but it was instead of dice, there were pigs. I don't know if anyone else ever played this.
that
but
seems
it's like
very
you
familiar.
shake it, and it's like how the pigs lay
yes.
is like different. They had different terms.
Man, I don't remember.
Like I don't know,
that.
You
it might have
don't?
been called piggy style. I don't
remember
know
this.
exactly.
No.
I don't remember the
it
terms.
was a board game.
Gus,
it
look
was
up,
like
like
a dice
pig
game.
dice
Dice
game.
game?
Yeah, but instead of
Dice
dice, it was
game.
pigs.
You play with pigs.
No, I remember that. It's-
Police?
It was like
It's
my
vague.
grandma had it. Like she had
There you
old
go.
school games.
Big
you know?
dice game.
Yeah, and you depending on how the pigs
Pass the
landed.
pigs.
That one pig was humping the other one.
Yeah, that's like worth 20 points.
That's extra points.
Pass the pig. Oh.
You guys never.
Huh.
Makes me think of hot
I don't think I've
potato.
ever.
That might have
No,
been like an
man.
old person thing that like they thought young kids would like. So like all grandparents had it kind of a thing.
Probably.
Because I feel like I played that at my grandparents as
No,
well.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I had
It's
to
just a
make
weird
stuff at
one
my
that
grandma's
stuck out.
house, man.
That's one of those ones where you never know what the hell just happened when you roll the pigs. You gotta like refer back to the instructions.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know what the fuck this
So
means.
this pig is.
This
obviously
means the
good.
world's going to end in 2 days.
It looks
oh
like
my god!
It looks like money is in your future.
It wasn't a
Magic
Oh,
8-Ball,
but
dude.
you're gonna get it right before the world ends. Yeah.
Magic 8-Ball was another one. I mean, they're
Yeah.
still trying to do it, but it was never
No.
as big as what
That
it
was awesome, dude. I remember having like wanting a Magic 8-Ball so bad for whatever reason.
Yeah,
See, like kids nowadays, they just want a new phone.
yeah.
And the Magic 8-Ball was like, oh, dude, ask a question. It's like, then it comes up and you think, and then it would switch, and you'd be like, damn it.
I was so close.
Oh.
It knows.
Oh my God, does Cheryl like me? No, she's a dyke. Oh, whoops. On point Magic 8-Ball.
We had different Magic 8-Balls.
All knowing a Magic 8-Ball.
Now they just download the Magic 8-Ball app. It's all computerized.
The Magic 8-Ball, now you get in a
We used to
dark
have to
alley.
shake it.
Let me get that Magic
You get
8-Ball.
you get from a guy who shakes a lot. Like,
Yeah, I got your Magic 8-Ball, $150. Is it cut with fentanyl? I don't know.
Almost definitely.
For sure.
still, one of my favorite toys was the. See if anybody. All right, you got your team ready. All right, I got my team ready. Is all the
God,
fucking
what was
guys
that
just
called?
vibrate across
Yeah.
the field and go nowhere?
What was
All
that?
they do is go out of bounds.
All they do is go out. What was that,
It
dude?
was
I
that
remember
stupid-
that.
It was a football vibrating plate game. Vibrating football game. It just
Dude, I
would
remember that.
vibrate and it would the whole thing
Yeah.
and every player would just and maybe the guy with the ball would go
Gosh,
forward.
you know what to do.
It was like
Vibrating
it was like
football
a
game.
futuristic depiction of the Chicago Bears now.
Dude, it was like psychic
vibrating
shit.
football.
Like,
For real, dude. It's like
yeah, vibrating
just wait till
football game.
2023.
Yeah.
It'll come up.
they haven't won a game in like a year. It's so bad.
Oh, it's so terrible.
There it is. Vintage by Two Door.
Oh,
It's just
wow,
electric
dude.
football game. That's all.
Electric football game.
Vintage electric football game. Great branding by the
Yeah,
makers.
you know there's gonna be a stupid ad to watch an ad.
Yeah.
But dude, I
We know
still
what it-
remember this.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
See, I remember growing up at my grandma's house down the street. They had this. They had their grandpa was older dude, so they had all these old vintage toys from like the '60s and shit.
Oh yeah.
That's
The hand-me-down
wild, man.
stuff. Look at
There
him
you
go.
go.
Look at him go.
Go,
Oh,
boy! Oh,
get
where
it.
you going?
Yeah.
Man, the end zone's over
Oh,
there.
look, no, who's
Going
got
out
the
of
ball?
bounds.
Who's got the ball? Who are you blocking?
He's like, I'm just gonna turn around and run the other way. This
See,
is so much fun.
This is going to be
I'm having a
sports in
blast.
like 50 years with our educational
Oh,
system.
yeah,
for
just
sure.
run around in a circle. No, sports in the future will be basically duck, duck, goose. High competition sports.
And
duck,
everyone gets
duck.
a trophy.
goose.
He got the goose. Oh, what's he going to do now? Oh, look at him go.
It'll be duck, duck, goose, and then hot potato. That's the future of sports.
Except hot potato is going to be like played with a spiky ball that's like on fire or something.
It'll be something with like 3-inch spikes will come out of it after the timer.
It just fucking shoots spikes everywhere when it goes off. Hot potato.
It's like
oh my god!
It's literally
You
a
random
a
thoughts.
360-degree claymore. Stuff more nails in it. You know, you got to get it where the lid barely closes.
So we got vibrating football vintage
man.
game. Drew, you
Oh,
got anything else on
God.
your cue cards over there?
Let me see here.
Okay.
What you got?
Pull the cue card back up.
Well, if we're talking about like technological video games like that, you know, I mean, I guess it's not video. It's a visual game. Your vibrating thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever played the Turbo Graphics.
I
Yeah.
knew
16,
you were going to bring this up because we spent a lot of time playing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
what's a turbo graphics?
I remember Turbo Graphics.
Yeah,
It
it,
was
came out
so
around the
good.
time of Sega.
Yeah, exactly.
It
It
just-
was like didn't compete
Yeah,
along with
there you
Sega.
go.
But it was
It was good.
the cards were like the size of a credit card. The games.
Yeah.
And it was just
Yep.
Yeah. I had a friend who had one.
Me too. It was
And,
Drew.
oh, there you
yes.
go.
And instead of Mario, they had a guy named Bonk.
yeah,
that giant
yeah,
head,
Yeah,
it is a caveman.
dude.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
You
yeah.
like
crap.
just crush people with your head.
What was the other one we would always play where you could like pick your character and like there was like wasn't there like a pig or something like that or a cow or something that
yeah,
was really
so then-
powerful?
So then they made it like a spin-off, futuristic spin-off, and it was called Air Zonk.
That's
And
it.
then, like, dude, that game was actually really cool. Like, it had so many like weird characters.
We played the fuck out of that.
like, you'd
game.
be a cow shooting out of your udders.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be like,
Now, how
it's
about Booger Man? Was that on Turbo Graphics or was that on something else?
I think that was on Sega.
Okay.
Yeah,
Never
Booger
mind
Man.
that then.
Booger Man.
That's not where we're at.
That
Like
was the
Earthworm
pick and
Jim,
flick
dude.
adventure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Going Sega, remember Earthworm Jim, dude? I thought
Hell
that
yeah.
was the shit
Oh,
when that came
yeah.
out. I was
Dude, I
like, damn,
forgot
these
about
graphics are amazing.
Yeah.
There's no way anything could get better than this.
It's like realistic.
right.
Yeah. No, that's wild. I do remember Turbo Graphics 16 going over to Drew's house just to play that for hours.
Oh, dude, yeah. I remember like Nintendo RBI baseball or whatever, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dude.
Oh, Nolan Ryan out every day. dude.
All day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Bo
Dude,
Jackson
Te-
and
Tecmo
football.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Tecmo Bowl, yeah.
You just run on an angle and touchdown
Yeah.
every time.
Every
God, old
time.
NES games with like Blades of Steel,
Oh,
Double Dribble.
Double
Double
dribble.
dribble, man. Yeah.
Dribble.
Yep.
Old school shit. Yeah, I did a lot of the out of the before the onset of like video games, Micro Machines, Matchbox, Hot Wheels, dude. I was more of a Matchbox, dude. The Hot Wheels with the giant wheels always got to me. I understand it was for the speed, but I liked the more replica little cars.
Okay.
Then Micro Machines though, they were just like, you know, fat, but they were like real fat though, you know.
Did you have the cases? Like you would put
Oh,
them
yeah.
each in their own
Absolutely,
slot?
yeah.
Yeah, I had
And you
that.
always had your favorite car.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had the cop car. So they're always speeding and shit.
Yeah. And then you had Legos, but like we didn't have like kits back
No.
then. You know, it was like,
No, you.
here's a box of things
Actually-
that make something cool. You know,
I remember when
Yeah.
I was a little
It was
kid.
just loose Legos.
the first Lego kit I got was like a medieval castle. Remember that was the shit back then? It was like medieval. It was like castles, dude. I remember that, and I like built it on top of this. It was like a toad or whatever, and like there it was. It had these horses, you know, and then there's like they had the stupid flags. That must have been like 1988 or something.
Yep. Dude, the first one I remember like getting an actual like Lego kit where it was like you actually build something, not just whatever you want, was like some kind of like it almost looked like a X-wing from
Star Wars.
Star Wars, but it wasn't like Star Wars
I got
branded.
you, yeah.
It was like just like a space whatever thing.
Yeah.
And I remember like building that and be like, this is so cool. Step number 13. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Speaking of which, step number 13, this podcast is releasing on
Friday the 13th.
Friday the
Halloween.
13th.
Wait, what?
Backwards. Halloween.
Close, Drew. Close. I
You
like
just
the
got
effort.
it backward a little, you know?
Yeah, I like the effort.
31.
So, with that being said, movies.
Basket case.
Okay, not quite. Not quite what I was going with, but I was thinking
I
like
know.
scary movies from when we were kids.
Basket case was scary. That's
Okay.
the first movie I ever saw that freaked me out.
That one was?
Dude, I was probably like 7 or 8.
Okay.
You ever see Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
Wait a
Pumpkin.
second. You should feel shame. I
What-
heard what Gus just
What
said.
did he say? What did you say?
I've never watched a Friday the 13th movie.
You have a coming of age
Ow.
soon.
How have you never watched? Okay, that's it.
Because we just don't watch Friday the 13th in our house.
Oh, that's going to change.
My grandma
How
would
home are you providing
record
these
them on
children?
VHS for
I
me.
know, like, what kind of loving
They
care
play
do you
them on
give them?
USA. Like,
Yeah.
Why, man? You
No.
haven't watched The Human Centipede with your children yet, dude? What is going on?
Yeah, I know. It's such a bad parent. Fuck, man.
No, that's a game instead of Twister.
Oh.
No, I remember, again, going over to Drew's house to watch these because he would have them on VHS tape that his grandmother would record.
Off HBO?
unfortunately, it was like USA Network,
Oh,
so it's
man.
edited. I mean, we watched other ones too. We'd rent
Yeah.
the originals, and
I was growing up, my dad, they
They
did
were
the
still
whole
alright. They
cable
just took out all
stealing.
the super
And we used to have like Cinemax and HBO.
titties.
Tits.
And he
yeah.
used to just record everything off of HBO and Cinemax.
oh yeah,
And he
why
would
wouldn't
type the label out on a freaking typewriter. It's like, oh, it's got to type it. Don't handwrite it. That became an obsession of his. So it had all of these illegally recorded movies off of illegal HBO and Cinemax.
I don't think it's
Speaking of
illegal
HBO.
if you're selling them. Maybe it's illegal.
Well, I mean, we weren't paying for HBO or Cinemax. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
so
that was illegal.
that was a different time.
He had
where
a
it's like,
special
hey,
tuner box,
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? He knew
They'll
a
give
guy.
you this box, or they'll give you this filter.
So the
You
initial
know?
viewing was the illegal part.
Exactly.
But HBO, I remember watching Tales from the Crypt as a kid.
Dude, I love that.
That
Oh,
shit was
yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely.
I was watching them like last year, man.
Oh
That's classic, man. Tales from the Crypt.
See, no, my parents were never into this stuff, and this is where
I was all inclusive, so I also did watch Tales from the Hood as
we
well.
did too.
Oh, yeah, that
we
was a
did
good
too.
one.
See, but I had to, and this is where remember a couple podcasts ago where I said I blame my whole life on Drew. This is why.
yeah.
So, like, my parents were very old school, never into any of this. So when I wanted to watch any of this cool shit that we're talking about, I literally watched all of it over at Drew's house.
Because at your house, you're like, watch Pollyanna.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, my dad's like the.
Oh my God, we can watch Yentl again.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're on the roof.
White Christmas for days. You know what I mean? So I had to go to Drew's house to watch the cool shit. Luckily, he lived next door, so that was easy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like, I remember, like, going to the video store and stuff as a kid. Like, they used to have 5 for 5 for 5. You get 5 videos, 5 days for $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, like, I'd pick out, like, they're all just R-rated horror movies. They're like, well, let me call your parents.
And then they would.
And then,
Maybe
like, every
"Yeah,
time, they're like, yeah, we don't care.
Camp Sleepaway and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let me call Sydney
Sleepaway
again.
Camp
Damn
and
it.
Fucking, oh,
Prom
dude.
Night Massacre or whatever it was.
Yeah. All the
Yeah,
Halloweens. I like Chucky's stuff, but I was, like, literally scared of it.
Oh, that was
Because I watched that way
dude.
too young.
Is it-
But I like it, but I was like, I don't know. It's still kind of creeped out.
what was that? What was it? There was an actual doll that based that movie. What was that My Buddy? Remember that?
My buddy and me.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Kid
is that what that
sister.
was based-
Kid sister.
I
and
do
me.
remember
That's
those.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that was like, yeah. I remember like one year. I guess my mom got one of those when I was real little. I was like, no, dude. There's no way this thing's coming in my house.
Yeah.
And for Christmas is like a My Buddy. I'm like, Yeah, this
I'm
is
a good
this is not
guy.
a GI Joe. There's no guns.
That's
It's like
funny.
it's like some doll, dude.
Yeah, that's funny because you would get along really good with my youngest. He's deathly afraid of Chucky. He's just like, we went to the Halloween store last night to get like costumes and stuff, and he was like, nope, did not want anything to do with the Chucky section.
That was a crazy movie for a little kid to see. Man.
Yeah.
We're
Okay,
gonna
I see.
have some
I
fun.
see the ideas going in your head already.
We'll have Jake.
I know where you
Jake
live.
is gonna
I've
dress
never
up.
seen where it's sleep, but you
Chucky.
can show me which window it is.
Oh, I definitely could.
We're not on the set. I was gonna we'll have Jake dress up as Chucky and go. over to his
Yeah,
house.
I'm like,
Oh, all right,
we
there
can-
you go.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking getting a doll, but yeah, Jake's
We'll just
about
have-
the
yeah, Jake's like right around that
appropriate
height.
size.
Same size.
hmm Be perfect, dude.
So scary movies. Okay, what else? What else was the watching back then?
God.
The watching
I
back
mean-
then. Oh man, cartoons.
Transformers for sure, right?
X-Men
Transformers,
cartoon.
X-Men, Beetlejuice cartoon.
Lots of Voltron.
Bobby's World.
Voltron. I remember Voltron. That was a good
Voltron.
one.
They
That was
really
like
get
the
into that
original
one.
anime stuff, man. You know.
Yeah.
All right. I prefer to think of it less gaily, but here we are. So Voltron. What
Yeah.
was that other one with the purple panther and the dude with was that He-Man that would ride around on the
It was
fucking
a Green Panther, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
Okay, maybe. I mean, we're talking
I was
about
into that.
4-year-old memories.
What about
so-
Thundercats?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was thinking of was
There you go.
Thundercats because they put the
Panthro.
mask on the animals and everything. I had those. Those were cool. Covered in felt. Like you had the animals, they were all covered in felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thundercats was the shit.
Thundercats
The
was.
green
Let's
cat.
get the sword and you look through it. You know what I mean?
Eye of Thundera.
Yeah.
Sword of Thunder.
He-Man
Give me
was
sight
hot,
beyond
hot
sight.
for a minute there, man. I had a lot of those toys too.
Yeah, He-Man. Yeah.
Still a lot of Skeletors walking around,
G.I.
specifically
Joe,
Kinky
too.
Key.
G.I. Joe was
Yeah.
massive. All the
And the
cartoons and the toys.
Tales from the
and all that
Crypt,
shit.
people.
Mhm.
A lot of those walking around too. Skeletors and Tales
Yeah, they
from the
call
Crypt.
those Floridians now.
or back alley Kinkakeans.
Uh-huh.
Just go to the liquor spot. Sit for a minute.
You'll see one.
Yes.
But back to like non-video games.
Okay.
Remember the real lawn darts?
Yeah.
Metal
Actual
fucking lawn darts.
this fucking big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they had
Like
like,
a-
it's a
like a
plastic
tube.
tube that would like snap together, and that's your target.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, a 2-pound dart with a 6-inch spike on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw this in the air. Try to get it in the circle.
Yeah.
We
Well,
gotta
your
tell you,
friend said next to it.
when they were popular, like 8-year-old kids had like rifles, dude. So I mean,
I
they're
mean,
like,
yeah.
well, these lawn darts won't be that dangerous. No, they're not going to be that dangerous, are they? No. See?
Nah, we're not gonna murder each other with these.
Just throw it up, wing in the air, and stand on it.
To be honest, I feel like it's an overreach to make those illegal. I mean,
Okay.
this is natural selection we're talking about
Yeah.
here.
You could give
If you
kids
take a
crack
long dart to
cocaine.
the dome, you clearly were not paying attention.
You deserved it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or you were the bravest one when you guys play chicken and just throw it straight up.
There's that
But
too. God, we did some stupid
Bravery and
shit.
stupidity is a
Oh, you guys are going personal experience.
very
here. You
fine
literally
line
did
there.
that,
Very
throw it
fine
up there?
line between bravery and stupidity.
Oh yeah, throw it up and run.
Damn.
You never do that with like a bow and arrow?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would move.
Everybody waits about like 10 seconds and then
yeah,
you got to
then you
sprint.
run.
I preferred to cheat and look and see where the fuck that thing was going down.
Yeah. I don't think I really ever did that.
No, not with the bow and arrow.
Oh, we did a lot of stupid shit. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, but dude, that's like we're all here.
I dodged
You know?
enough bullets falling
I
from
think
the sky
everybody's
while
got
I'm
their
mowing the
fingers.
lawn.
Natural
now.
selection.
Natural
I
selection.
mean,
We
that's
won.
the thing. Not
We won.
not everyone can make it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yay.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
sorry, that's
We-
not my
we
fault.
even-
That's why you tripped that guy.
Well, he was standing next to the railroad tracks.
When I play, he got his foot caught, man.
Yep.
What I say?
And then a little older, the stupid shit didn't stop, but a little older when we were pulling wheelchairs behind cars. That was fun.
That's
Those
a
wheels,
different kind of skitching right there.
those wheels get going about 30 miles an hour.
It's about top speed right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. For
Bearings ain't made for that.
sure. No, No, that was fun. With Drew sitting on the trunk of my car recording it. If we could find those tapes.
I can imagine what the person was like that you took that wheelchair from crawling. You sons of bitches! Get back here!
It was an ugly confrontation.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't catch us, though.
Yep.
Hell no.
Never will.
You're too slow.
You're not going to get me.
Well, I mean, the thing is you just wait for him to get down the stairs, and that's when you push him off and run back up.
Yeah. At that point, what are you going to do?
Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Just gotta look out for the 600-pound person in the motorized cart. Try pushing me out of this, you little bastards!
Every Walmart.
Don't worry, that
ever.
battery's going to go dead soon.
That's fine.
Hello, Doctor. Now
You want to defeat them? You just go get a small stick and put it behind in front of each of their tires.
just get a bag of candy, bro. Get some food.
Yeah, no shit.
Here
Here,
you go.
Small Philly cheesesteak.
Wow. Philly cheesesteak. All right. Drew, you got anything else before we wrap this one up? You want to get into anything else?
I got one more.
Okay,
And it's
all
not
right, hit me with
really, it's not like a card game or anything, but
Okay.
it's when I was a younger kid and I live in town, Peatone.
Yeah.
I think I picked this up off of my brother. And me and this other buddy, we started flicking off cars one day. We're probably in like first, second grade.
I've done that.
And boom, all of a sudden, this truck stops, starts coming back, and I look at my buddy. He's like, "Oh, that's my uncle." Like, why didn't you tell me? Like, we wouldn't have flicked him off, you know? So he comes and like, I just run home because I have no
Well, yeah.
game in this, you know. So then he couldn't hang out with me for like a couple weeks, but whatever. But like the flicking off game, like that's easy to do, and you know
It's
you
fun.
don't need any money or
No.
games.
No.
And I think it may have led to some of our later things where I used to moon people a lot from cars.
You did.
Sometimes
You
from
were into
your-
that. That
your
was
car.
like a stage you went through.
Stage.
Yes. I don't know.
No,
why.
Drew was always showing his ass to
But
somebody.
I remember it was you were driving and we got chased for quite a while.
He wasn't
like
happy.
394. Yeah.
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 Did it ever evolve into the cinder blocks off the overpasses?
No,
No.
just
I'm just fucking around.
it stopped at mooning.
Yeah.
I did have a buddy tell me that he worked at Burger King one time, and they would get those big like bags of flour in,
Okay.
and he was telling me he did that over an overpass.
Oh my god.
He
They're
said
dumping the cocaine.
he said that semis pretty much locked them brakes up real quick.
I
Oh,
bet they do.
jeez.
He's like,
man.
we were out. He's like, that bag exploded. I was
Good,
like,
clean fun, you know?
yeah, like nobody gets hurt. Although this dude's just
Nah,
got
you're all good.
windshield in his
Just
grill.
jackknifed a semi.
Yeah, good,
80
clean
miles
fun.
an hour. Well, they can't.
Ah,
70
that's why we
miles an
stuck
hour.
to mooning.
Well, that's like,
Yeah, that
I,
sounds much safer.
like you know, I talked to my parents and stuff, and my dad would be like, "Yeah, we used to roll bowling balls, like be in the car and get going real fast, and then roll them down the fucking like bridge and see how far they'd roll and shit like that." I was like, "Yeah."
That does sound like a good time.
It does, man.
He's like, "Yeah, they'd be moving. You know, so you get going like 70, and then you just wing it out the window, and then see how far it'll make it down the." It's like, all I can think is some poor assholes like, bam, and a fucking bowling ball comes out
70
of
mile an hour bowling ball?
just flies into your door, your
Oh,
grill.
Imagine that thing's
yeah.
bouncing, man, because you know I ain't
That's
gonna
what I
roll
was saying. Like you hit a
smooth.
rock, it's like
Oh,
right
dude,
into
yeah.
a grill.
Killing
Some
people with bowling balls.
Some poor kid on a pedal bike's like, just taking the fuck out.
Fatality.
I like it. I think we could sit here forever talking about old stupid stories.
But
and the
see, I
stupid
think that's
shit
why
we've
they
done.
like freak
Finish
out
him.
about us now, because I at least had like enough sense not to do something like that.
Like the bowling ball thing?
Yeah, or drop shit over an overpass.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Nah, that never even crossed my mind.
I was like,
I remember
afraid
kids
to,
who did
like,
it.
just hurt somebody. I'd do some stupid shit myself, jump off things. And
I would
stupid
jump off
shit
the
I did, like,
overpass.
you guys, you said you guys were BMXers, like,
Yeah.
oh god, the stupid shit you do, and no helmets or pads and shit, like,
Oh yeah, there was a very like long point in time where like wearing a helmet wasn't cool, so you wouldn't.
it's not.
No, fuck that, dude. Yeah, until you fucking smack your dome on something, then who's not cool?
I mean, so I can't read very well, but you know what? It's cool.
I could see two of you.
Mm-hmm.
This is double the fun.
Constantly. You still knock yourself out with helmets
Yeah,
on.
my buddy's ma, dude. We would ride around town, just like in the neighborhood. You have to put a helmet on. Like, I
we wouldn't.
stunt. I go leaping off jumps and stuff. Like,
I'm just riding a bike.
I'm on flat ground.
Yeah, around town we wouldn't wear helmets too much unless we were trying something
No, if
stupid.
you were
but
doing
like at skate parks, like it was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, dude.
You're not
both
gonna-
knocked ourselves out wearing a helmet. I couldn't imagine if we weren't.
Yeah, like even skate parks that don't require a helmet. Like
No,
I
fuck
went
that.
out like 6 months ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put a helmet on. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm an adult and I can't afford to get that hurt.
So
Oh, you still
it's
go
a lot
ride?
further down now than it was back
So
then.
you're
too.
still riding?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to this skate park in Joliet, and just messing around a little bit. It's just got a small 5-footer half pipe and some other grind rails and stuff going on, but it's all concrete, so that's even scarier.
Things hurt
I
a
knocked
lot more.
the shit out of myself at a concrete skate park before.
That was the greatest.
And that was in Calumet City.
Yeah.
It was a very steep bowl style, and hit my face on the concrete kind of hard. Don't want to do that again.
No one does.
I've never done that, but I've absolutely knocked the wind out of myself several times. Like endoing pretty hard, just coming down off a wheelie or something, and just wheel comes down a little sideways or like in some rocks, and
Yeah. No, I can think of 2 specific times I knocked myself out riding that bike.
Yeah.
Neither were fun. It's funny too because it's like a light switch. Like you don't realize how long you were out. I mean, I think your scenario is probably a little different because I think you, in your mind, didn't you wake up in the hospital?
I woke up. I came to it in the ambulance.
Okay.
And then like I went back out because they were like putting an IV in my arm or something.
Right.
I'm like, I don't want to.
But you had already sat there and given them all your information, address, name, phone number.
Yeah.
all that
I
stuff?
don't remember doing any of that.
Yeah.
But apparently I did.
Yeah, you did.
And our buddy was there, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Yep, that's correct. That's correct."
Right.
And then I see my buddy in the hospital, and I'm like, "You get that bag of weed out of my truck." He's like, "Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We got it. We
That's
got
the
it.
least of your worries."
Yeah. Take care of you, friend.
we'll have it when you get out.
So, but anyways, I think that was a good episode. A lot more we could expand on. We might have to do a number 2 as far as
Oh, I got a number.
Deep
two.
dive.
Yeah, that's why we got to get out
Too
of
much
here.
Coffee. Oh,
Yeah, that'll
We didn't
do
even
it.
touch on music, TV shows, or
No, that's what I'm
well, we
saying.
did a little bit of TV shows.
We'll
A
have to
little,
get-
but yeah,
We'll do it. We'll do
There's a
a
lot more.
we'll do a part 2 or maybe a part 3 of this because I think we could sit here and talk about this
Our
forever.
own '90s version,
Yep, exactly.
the best time there was.
Yep. But for now, if you've made it this far into the podcast, leave a comment. To let us know the stuff you used to play with when you were younger, TV shows you used to watch, stupid shit you used to do. And we'll see you on the next episode. Have a good one.
Peace out.
RoboCop forever.
My dang old truck. My dang old pickup truck and my dog. Who hit my wife?